Goeiedag, good day, fellow South Africans and citizens of the world.
I've been looking around for salvation. I've been looking around for the truth. All around me I see frustration, and I looked all over till I found you. I sit and listen to your stories, and you're telling me, please don't worry. There's a lot in this world you should know, and love in life is where you should go. If you're looking for somewhere to go, if you're looking for someone to know, if you're looking for someone to guide you, then love in life will guide you. I know that life outside is so hard. There's a lot of things that can tear you apart. I know the road sometimes feel lonely, but remember you're not the one and only. There's always someone there to help you, a helping hand to pull you through. There's only one thing you should do: take my hand and join the Love and Laugh crew. If you're looking for somewhere to go, if you're looking for someone to know, if you're looking for someone to guide you, then let love and life guide you.
Goeienaand, good evening, fellow South Africans and citizens of the world, and welcome to tonight's jamming session. It's going to be one with a difference, and I'll tell you why. Tonight we have our resident singer, Winston Smile, and our blind singer, Quinton Pendle, joining us. Now, Winston has an 8 p.m. Commitment on his Facebook page, but will be joining us at about 8:30 p.m. together with an invitation to his Facebook members to join us. So please, moderators, when they join us, please remember to tell them to subscribe to be kept informed. Right, let's see what's happening. Between songs, I'll be asking trivia questions related to recent news videos posted on my Loving Life channels. So we will see who's been doing their homework. Right, without any further ado, let's get Quinton up and running. Here we go.
Hello.
Hi, Quinton. How are you, mate?
Fine, and you?
Excellent, excellent. You all set for tonight's jamming session?
I hope so.
Good. I can't see you. I can just see the little icon at this stage.
Okay. And it can't. I'm just. Let me just make the raise the volume.
Okay. Sorry,
1
guys. We're
second.
just sorting out a little.
Hi.
Hi, how are you? Oh, there we are. Now we
That's
see you.
right.
Hey, Quentin. How you going, buddy?
Hello.
Now, you're
I'm
going to
fine,
be entertaining us for the first half hour because Winston is actually on his Facebook page and he's singing some Father Day songs for people. But he's going to then come and join us at about 8:30, which is in about, 20 minutes' time. And
100%.
we're going to then have a duo. So we'll have you and him alternating with songs and you playing your piano and so on. Right. Now, what do you have for us as your first song, Quentin?
Well,
Or first music?
I have. I've been requested because I do a similar thing on my Facebook on a Sunday afternoon, where I entertain people. And about 2 weeks ago, one of my Facebook friends requested me to do a whole program devoted to steam trains and trains. So tomorrow I will be doing that. And I was hoping that I could play some of the songs tonight so that you can let me know what you think and so on.
Absolutely.
So the first song, well, it's not going to be only train songs, I might add. I have a few other songs as well. But the first song I'd like to start with is a song by John Edmund, brilliant songwriter. I don't know if he's still alive, but he wrote a song called The Toy Train, which is a beautiful song.
Okay, let's hear it.
And I will sing it for you.
Fantastic. It's cold over there. What's the temperature?
Yes, it's about 2 degrees currently.
Oh, wow. I hope those fingers don't freeze.
I'm fine. It's going to be fine.
Cool.
Okay, so here comes a Toy Train then. Last thing I remember of my day, before we left, you woke me a little toy train. And I remember smiling at him sadly. Then before we turned and walked out in the rain, he said, "Sandman, gonna ride a big toy train, round the world and back again. Mama, when is that coming back?" She said, "Son, he's riding on a big toy train, and he'll be back again just as soon as Daddy runs out of time." I spent my boyhood days growing up without you. Most of my time I spent looking down the track. And every day I ask my mom about him. Mama, has he had time to make it back? She said, "Son, he's riding on a big toy train, round the world and back again. Mama, when is that coming back?" She said, "Son, he's riding on a big toy train, and he'll be back again just as soon as Daddy runs out of time." Now every day I hear that whistle blowing, and every day I watch my mama turn gray. I was almost grown when she started flowing, and to cheer her up before she passed away. I said, "Mom, he's riding on a big toy train, round the world and back again. Son, when is that coming back?" I said, "Mom, he's riding on a big toy train, and he'll be back again just as soon as they runs out of time. Mama knew that daddy wasn't coming back.
Lovely, lovely, lovely. Thank you so much. That was beautiful. Now, before I go to the first trivia question, I just want to say to JJ Klopper, can he email me, because I will put you in touch with Marlena. What he's saying is, go check my channel. My daughter is a singer, well, a student with a gift. She can sing. So perhaps we could get her on a jamming session as well. Oh, there she goes. Marlena's way ahead of me. She says, JJ Klopper, contact me asseblief via homestays. That's my email. Okay. And yeah, let's get her on a live stream. Okay. Now, before we get on to what the weather's like and stuff like that, Quinton, I just want to put up the first trivia question.
100%.
Now, with these trivia questions, is put the number against the right answer into the side chat, okay? And whoever gets 20 out of 20 gets recognition at the end of the show, because there are 20 trivia questions. Question number 1. What did the Ramaphosa confirm when questioned by Dr. Groenewald earlier this week? 1. He would get rid of BEE. 2. He would get rid of affirmative action. 3. He would make BEE more entrenched. Right, that's an easy one. I think everybody knows that one. Now, getting across to you, Quinton. I've just got to keep an eye on the clock because I've got to call Winston over at 8:30. Now, tell me how the lockdown has impacted your family directly.
Well, we've been fortunate in a sense that Karen, my wife, didn't completely lose her job, although they cut her salary by about 20% or something, because she's she doesn't have a departmental appointment. She's appointed by the school's governing body, and so she has had a salary cut. As for me, currently there's very little work because I'm a freelance musician, as sound engineer. The only thing that really is still stable at this point is my radio job, and that doesn't pay much, but at least it is there. So the lockdown has impacted us, and also my son. They are ending up with loads and loads of homework, and no one to explain the things at school to them. So it's a bit of a frustration, honestly. I don't actually see the point in this whole lockdown, because it has spectacularly failed, if I may be so bold as to say that. But yeah, those decisions are not in my hands, and there's very little I can do about them.
Right. Now, I have to tell you, we already have our first request. Charlotte has asked, can you play Die Trein na Pretoria, asseblief?
I can play it. It's actually I was thinking of including it in my train program, but there's sort of this thing about this song. People don't really recognize it for what it's worth, and it actually is very, it's such a integral part of the railway community and the Afrikaner that we. So I'll play it on the piano. I don't know the words, unfortunately, but yes, sure, I'll play it for you on the piano, and I'll do it as much justice as I can.
Okay, Charlotte,
so, yes.
Here it comes for you from Quinton, and it'll just be the music. You can sing along.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful.
Thank you. Very good.
Okay, now guys, it's now 1:15, so Winston will be joining us in about 15 minutes. Now, with regard to the trivia question, what did Ramaphosa confirm when questioned by Dr. Groenewald? Well, he said, number 3, he would make black economic empowerment more entrenched. In fact, he even talked about black economic transformation as being a huge beneficiary from the lockdown. Okay, question number 2. This is a difficult one for our new subscribers, but let's see who can get it right. Who was the first channel hero on Loving Life? 1. Davy. 2. Philippe. 3. Patrick. I'll just repeat that. 1. Davy. 2. Philippe. And 3 is Patrick. Right. Now, over to you, Quentin. What's the next song you got lined up for us?
Do you like Floyd Kramer?
Absolutely.
So I just need to locate the song, the track.
Yeah.
But so also 2 weeks ago, I was requested to do this song, and I didn't know it at all. But when I started learning it, I discovered what a beautiful song this is. It's called Last Date. So if I could just get it on my machine. Oh, hang on a second. Sorry
Okay,
about
no
that.
probs. And just I can see the noobs who are putting 3 in there. You're wrong, guys. You're wrong. It's not 3. There are a couple who got it right.
Sorry, I'm just trying to get the right track here. This is sort of blind flying now. Oh, there we go. There we go.
Okay.
So here's a little Floyd Kramer for you. This one's called The Last Date.
Fantastic.
There you go. Hallo? Kan jy iets sien? Die kol gedrap, dink jy dalk?
Ek het nie 'n idee nie.
Oh my word.
Wat beteken dit as hy drop?
Dit beteken dit hy het gedisconnecteer basically met jy oor.
Nee, ek weet nie.
So daar's niks beeld op die
Nee, het lyk nog dieselfde as.
wil ek kyk op jou YouTube wat aangaan? As jy nie omgeen is, blijf sien. Nie die klank daar sit nie, hoor. So baie awkward. Hierdie is my baie mooi liedjie.
Dit is mooi. Baie mense vra vir Bloudrein en Transkaroo.
Hi guys, sorry. Okay. I apologize for that. I had my my silence on. Okay. The answer to the trivia question, who was the first channel hero on Loving Life? The answer was not 3, Patrick. The answer was not 2, Philippe. The answer was number 1, Davy. And it was Davy who, a long time ago, way back in history of this channel, we were looking for food donations for Patrick, and Davy said, I'm going to donate 1 ton of maize meal. And he landed up actually donating 30 tons of maize meal.
Ooh.
And he's a Bultfontein farmer, so that was incredible, incredible donation. I hope I'm back, guys. I hope you can hear me. I'm sorry about that. I had my speaker off, or my audio off for a second. Okay, now, let's continue. I have a request here for you, Quentin. Israel Awakes says, can Quentin please play Transkaroo? And before you do, I'll just put the next trivia question up. What area was targeted for farm attacks last week? Was it 1, Kimberley, 2, Onderstepoort, or 3, Mooi River? Don't you tell us. You can think about it, Quentin. All right.
No, it's upsetting me, really.
Yeah, it's awful.
My wife, their family is farmers, and they are farmers, sorry. And each time we read about these farm murders and farm attacks, it really gets to us. Yeah, I don't know how these people think. Where will they get food if all the farmers are killed? I just can't understand the reasoning.
I've got a simple answer for that, Quentin. It's logic, which has gone missing in action. I mean, that's how the whole ANC government works. There's no logic.
I don't want to talk politics, but I listened to our president this week. He was going on about gender-based violence and blah 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 blah, but not a word was said about farm attacks.
Yeah, I heard that too. Yeah,
that is. I just
bizarre.
Can't get my head around. Yeah, it's bizarre. It's absolutely bizarre.
Okay. You're going to play us Transkaroo.
Yes, I'll play it.
Okay, fantastic. Here we go, guys. Here comes the next song. And after the song, I'll Skype Winston, who can come in and join the jamming session.
Great stuff. met jou breng jy my liefde terug na my. In die boereland sal sy voel, sy kom terug waar sy behoort. Nog deur haar ou heideland, ronde al. In die verte hoor ek jou nou, met jou afstand klink soos musiek. Hier is jou eindpunt waar my begin, Transvaal. Transvaal, bring haar huis toe. Laat jou eister weer rond, en laat het maak my weer gevorm. Transvaal, snel oor die spore. Want met jou bring jy my liefde terug na my. Want met jou bring jy my liefde terug na my.
Whoa, whoa. Apple
you.
pie. Winston is joining us in a second. Don't be so rushed. Right. Now, that was lovely. Absolutely
Thank you.
lovely. Thank you.
Thank you.
Now, question number 3 was, what area was targeted for farm attacks last week? And the answer, of course, was number 2, Onderstepoort. Something like 10 farm attacks in 48 hours in a 50-kilometer radius. Clearly, that was organized and to try and intimidate people in the area. It's quite disgusting. Okay, question number 4, and then I'm going to be Skyping Winston to come and join us. Question number 4, which Gauteng township had a transformer explode because it was overloaded with illegal connections? Was it 1, Alexandra, 2, Diepsloot, 3, Khayelitsha?
Hey.
You can't make this shit up. You know,
No,
you're going to
come on.
transform. And it's like a spaghetti junction. You know, there's all these illegal connections coming in the townships. It's extraordinary. Okay, so let me just see if I can get hold of Winston. Okay, here we go.
Oh, nog ga je klank af.
I think we're going through. What's happening in the side chat here? Ah, here's Winston. Hi, Winston. How are you, buddy?
Oh, good. Like yourself.
Excellent. Did you speak to all your fans and say they have to join tonight?
I spoke to my VIPs. I sent them the link. We just had a couple of songs now, so
Oh,
I think
fabulous.
there's a lot of VIPs that are going to join. Even though my VIPs are joined. Good morning, ladies and gents.
Now, Winston, we've had a few songs from Quentin. Would you like to sing us one of your opera songs? Marlena has demanded you sing opera tonight.
All right. Let me do something like this. I think this is like an opera-ish,
Okay.
opera-ish song. Like a little bit of an opera-ish song. So let me do this one.
Okay,
I
buddy.
love this. To all the girls I've loved before, which fell in and out my door, I'm glad they came along. I dedicate the song to all the girls I loved before. To all the girls I've always caressed, may I say hi and all the best. For are helping me to know all that I know to all the girls I loved before. The winds of change will always blowing, and every time I try to stay, winds of change continue blowing, and they just carry me away. To all the girls who shared my life, so now someone else's wife. I'm glad they came along. I dedicate the song to all the girls I loved before, to all the girls who cared for me, and for my nights was ecstasy. They're everything, my heart. They'll always be a part of all the girls I loved before. Rings of change along slowly, and every time I try to stay, winds of change continue blowing. They just carry me away. To all the girls I loved before, was traveled in and out by door. Rick had the came along, Rick dedicated song to all the girls we loved before, to all the girls I loved before, were traveling around my door. I'm glad they came along, not dedicated song to all the girls we loved before.
Sounded pretty damn good to me.
Does it sound alright for you?
Yeah, it sounded great. But someone did say Gerard said clunk is bad. But I think generally Gloria said awesome, Winston. So I think it's I think the sound is pretty good. Now, which Gauteng township had a transformer explode because it was overloaded with illegal connections? Of course, it was number 2, Diepsloot. And there's a spectacular video footage of the whole thing going up in flames. Okay, now, question number 5. Which political leader is facing prison over the VBS looting? I think everybody will get this one. And the options are 1, Ramaphosa, 2, Julius Malema, or 3, John Steenhuisen. So it's 1, Ramaphosa, 2, Malema, and 3, Steenhuisen. Now, keep your fingers behind your back there, please, Winston.
Yeah,
I know what you get up to. Okay, now, Eric has asked, or Ben Fraser's asked, Quentin, if you could play Die Trein na Maatjiesfontein.
Okay, can I play it after this song when Winston has had his song, because I just need to get the backing track for it.
Absolutely. Yeah, you go ahead and play the next song. What are we having?
How about Blue Train?
Sounds good to me. We have a train theme tonight on Quentin's side.
No, generally. Not completely, but generally. Obviously, here comes Blue Train. The nice thing about being able to make your own backing tracks is that you can add sound effects, whatever you want. You can do it the way you want, especially if it's for you. So yeah, I had fun in doing this track this week. So I thought I'd share it with you.
Fabulous. Oh, I like that.
Flashing on the railroad track, blue stick blowing from the old smokestack on blue train. Leave me behind. Blue steam playing from the river choo-choo. Blues, 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 some blues on blue train. Off the railroad line. My baby said, but you love me true. But you have with someone new on blue train. Don't leave me behind. Till I lose these dark numbers and blues on blue train. Off the highway, railroad line. Go train, come and live in my time. Go train, come and live in my time. I just lost this life of mine. Blue train, off the heartbreak, railroad line. Pushing up the railroad track, Winston boy from the old smokestack of blue train. Don't leave me behind. Birds flying from the blue choo-choo. Blues on one railroad, some blues on blue train. Off the heartbreak, railroad line. Blue train.
Lovely, lovely, lovely. Now Charlotte Smith asks, Oom Scott, jy geniet seker die treinliedjies na jou train memories van nou die dag. I do. I love the train. I remember Sleepy on the train. That clickety clack as you see. Is so relaxing.
Oh, yes.
What are your thoughts on that?
Absolutely.
Let's start with Winston. What are your thoughts on the train? Sleepy on a train.
Scott, I've actually done a lot of shows on trains on the Short
really?
Shores a Mile. I went down to Cape Town. I did the Two Oceans. I did the Namakwa tour back. We went to Loftus from Pretoria. We went to Bloemfontein for Blue Bulls and Free State rugby game on the train, where I did the performance on the train, the singing on the train. I went to Oudtshoorn on the train, Nelspruit on the train. I've traveled on a train, but I do the music on the train. Yeah, it was the best 2 years of my life. I must say that.
Wow. There's an ad in Australia, and it says, "I've been everywhere, man. I've been everywhere," and it sounds like you've been everywhere on the trains.
That was a Johnny Cash, if I'm not mistaken.
Something like that. Yeah. Now, what about you, Quentin? What's so special to you about trains?
Look, I have been a train fan all my life. I attended school in Worcester when I was small. So I had numerous trips between the then Transvaal and the Cape Province on the train, going back to school and back home. And these days I find any excuse to go by train, even if it's just, around the corner because I love trains. There's something so romantic about the whole trains thing. Um, uh, I can go on, and we can do a whole program on trains, and that's why I sort of when this one guy asked me to do a concert or a whole production on trains and train songs, I immediately jumped at it because everybody I know has a train story, and I've been on a couple train tours back in 2006, where we went to places like Tuurwaterpoort, which is just between the Western and the Eastern Cape, and that's a place that you cannot get to by car. You can only get to it by rail, and we've been to such places. It's just the wonderful memories that we have about trains. And I remember there's a place. It's a siding. It's not a station. There's nothing. It's called Humefield. It's about 120 kilometers from Port Elizabeth. And we used to, on those tours, they would park the train there at 4 o'clock in the afternoon, and you would braai under the stars.
Oh, wow.
There's nothing. There's not even cell phone signal. And the next morning, 4 o'clock, they would turn on the diesels, and the diesels would hold us all the way to Port Elizabeth. And, falling asleep under the stars in those trains. Oh, man, it's just wonderful.
Absolutely. Right, now, getting back to trivia, guys. Which political leader is facing prison over the VBS looting? Of course, it's number 2. Julius Hands in the Till Malema.
Hands in the Till. I like that one.
Question number 6. Which country did South Africa accuse of being racist? Was it 1, the United States of America, 2, the United Kingdom, or 3, Cuba? Now, I have a request here from Marlena. I think it's aimed at you, Quentin. It says, Stranger on the Shore. Is that a song?
Yes, there is such a song.
Maybe it's aimed at you. Do you know that song, Winston? Okay. Do you know that song, Quentin?
I do, not that well, but I can certainly try playing it.
That'd be great. Well, why don't we do that one next? Okay, now, but it's Winston's turn. Winston, what do you got lined up for us?
Tonight, I'm doing a little bit of a different tune, so I'm going to do a Sting song for you guys tonight. I'm going to do Fields of Gold.
Oh, I love that song.
Sting,
one
Fields
of the best.
Gold.
Oh, this is such a great song.
You'll remember me when the wind blows on the fields of barley. You'll forget the sunny Easter skies as you walk the fields of gold. So she took her love for to gaze a while on the fields of barley. In his arms she fell as her hair came down on the fields of gold. Will you stay with me? Will you be my love on the fields of barley? We'll forget the sunny Easter skies as we lie in the fields of gold. See the west wind moves like another soul among the fields of barley. Feel a body rise when you kiss her mouth on the fields of gold. Never made any promises lightly, and there might have been some that I broke. I swear in the days that left, walk in fields of gold. We'll walk in fields of gold. Many years have passed since those summer days among the fields of holly. See the children run as the sun goes down among the fields of gold. You'll remember me when the winds make moves on the fields of holly. You can tell the sun beneath to the skies as we walk in fields of gold. When we walk in fields of gold. When we walk in fields of gold.
Lovely, 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 lovely. Negotiator says, love it, with a big heart. Now, Mel's got a request for you, Winston. Give you a bit of time to get ready for it. And that is Every Breath You Take, if you know it.
The Police, yeah.
Okay, fantastic. Now, over to you, Quentin. What are we going to hear next?
Could I just share another train memory with you?
Yeah, please do. Yeah, go ahead.
That was in the time when tour trains were still allowed, apart from, of course, Robles and Shongololo. Back in 2006, we went on another train tour, and we went to, I think it's Santos in Mossel Bay. There's a track close to the sea. When there's spray, you actually have to close your compartment windows. And they had the train parked there for the night, and they did a scarp sheep on the what's it Afrikaans scarp on a spit. I don't know the English.
Put the sheep on a spit.
Yeah, something like this rotisserie
thing. Yeah.
Yeah, and they did this for us and we were close to the sea, and it was wonderful lying in bed and hearing and actually opening the window and feeling the spray. It was one of those memories I think few people had a privilege of experiencing.
Yeah.
So yeah, would you like to hear Mikey's Fontaine first, or would you like to hear Stranger on the Shore?
Let's do Mikey's Fontaine, but before you do, I've got to just do the trivia side. Which country did South Africa accuse of being racist? Of course, it was number 1, the United States of America. That's what you call biting the hand that feeds you. But anyway, go figure. They've got no intellect at the ANC, let's face it. Question number 7. Which conman based in Georgia was exposed by Loving Life this week? Was it 1, Bonnie and Clyde? Was it 2, Hiroka Gasperi? Was it number 3, Thomas the Tank? There you go, guys. There are your 3 options. I'll just repeat them. 1, Bonnie and Clyde. 2, Hiroka Gasperi. And 3, Thomas the Tank. Now, over to you, Quentin.
Okay, so I'll now play the Train na Mikey's Fontaine.
Fantastic.
And when it's my turn again, I will play Stranger on the Shore. So here we go. Let me just get the track.
Fabulous. Fabulous. Rika says, klink of die trein onder jou uitry, Quentin.
Okay. I hope it wasn't meant as an insult, I mean.
Okay, now the answer to question 7. Which conman based in Georgia was exposed by Loving Life this week? Clearly it was number 2, Hiroka Gasperi. Okay, question number 8. How did South African Airways fail once again last week? Number 1. Another jet engine was stolen. 2. The business rescue managers resigned. Number 3. They failed to pick up passengers in Europe seeking repatriation after they had paid for their tickets.
No.
Okay, I've got a question for Winston, and that's locomotive breath from Ray Furster. So if you want to just put that into your schedule. And I've got a request for Quentin. Die trein na Weltevrede, the Bats. If you could just... Do you know that one?
Not too well, but I'll play it. I'll attempt it.
Okay, fantastic. we got Winston off now. He's going to make me laugh.
I'm literally flying blind.
You know, I also have the same thing. Sometimes someone asks me a question or asks me a song, I'm like, I've heard it before. I'll try it. It's a good thing.
Yeah. Okay. Which song are we going to hear from you, Winston?
Every breath you take, The Police.
Oh, fantastic.
Something that's missing in some parts of Chicago, I think.
Yeah, I think so too. What about Seattle?
Seattle, here we go. Here. Every breath you take, every move you make, every bond you break, every step you take, I'll be watching you. Every single day, every word you say, every game you play, every night you stay, I'll be watching you. Oh, can't you see? You belong to me. And I'm a bull out every step you take, every Every move you make, every vow you break, every smile you fake, every name you say, I'll be watching you. Since you're gone, I'll be lost without a trace. Not even I can only see your face. Look around and see I can't replace. I feel so lost and stumble, don't be afraid. People crying, baby, baby. Oh, can't you see? You belong to me. I'm falling every step you take, every move you make, every vow you break, every smile you say, everything you say, watching you. Every move you make, every step you take, I'll be watching you. Hey! I'll be watching you. 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 Oh, I'll be watching you.
Woohoo! Lovely, 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 lovely. Okay, now there's a whole lot of comments about that. Someone says, lovely song, pity it's about a stalker. Now, what else we got here? Rika says, had a lekker laugh, kachel spinnekop. What a name.
Oh, that's good.
Gloria says, well done, Winston.
Thank you.
And yeah. So we carry on. Showmanship, Winston, says Endo. Okay, let's get to the trivia, guys. How did South African Airways fail yet again this week? Well, the answer is number 3. It failed to pick up passengers in Europe seeking repatriation after paying for their tickets. And now they're blaming the government and saying that the accommodation charges they're going to have to incur will have to be paid by someone else. Good old South African Airways. Isn't that amazing? Question number 9. Which NGO is involved in making policy for expropriation without compensation on behalf of the ANC? Answer number 1 is Open Society Foundation. Number 2 is Black Lives Matter. And number 3 is PLAS, P-L-A-A-S. So guys, I'll leave you to decide on that one. That's question number 9 in the trivia. Boy, we got a bunch of requests coming through here. You've got no idea. Okay, let me just give these to you guys right now so you can choose which ones you're going to... If you can just write down the name of the person who makes a request, and when you sing the song, you can say, this is for Ron, or this is for Charlotte, or whatever. Okay, so here we go. Okay, we've done the request to Quinton for Train our Weltefriede, and we've done the request for Winston for Locomotive Breath. I think you've got those, haven't you? Now, Locomotive Breath is for Ray. Charlotte asks, Winston, groot asseblief, Bohemian Rhapsody. And Ron Stone says, Winston, Green Green Grass of Home. And Michaela said, request for John Mellencamp, Pink Houses for any of the two artists from Stuart Campbell. And then Ron Stone says again, Desert Rose by Sting for Winston. So we got a bunch for you there, Winston. I think people are running out of train songs. We might just have to get Quinton to dig those ones up. Okay, now let's have a look at the next question. Oh, we've done that, haven't we? Okay, so I'll just repeat the next question for the people. All right, I see people have pretty well done that. Yeah, okay. I'm going to say no more till the end of this song. Let's go.
Okay. So I think it was Marina requested Stranger on the Shore.
Yes.
And I'll just wing it, but I don't think I know it too well. But let's see how this turns out, shall we?
Okay, fantastic. Whoa! Lovely, 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 lovely. Lovely, lovely, lovely. And Israel Awake says, that is classic. Talking about the song. Absolute classic song. I love that song. Now, Winston, Winston, you got a pile of songs lined up there for yourself. Now, before we get into your next song, number 9, which NGO is involved in making policy for expropriation without compensation on behalf of the ANC government? It is, of course, number 3, the NGO called PLUS, which happens to be funded by, guess who? Open Society Foundation. Number 10. Question. How much money was stolen in the Eastern Cape by the ANC between 2011 and 2017, according to the South African National Treasury? Was it 1, 16 billion rand? Was it 2, 1.6 billion rand? Or was it 3, 160 million rand? The first two are B's, so it's 16 with a B, billion rand. Number 2 is 1.6 billion rand with a B, and 3 is 160 million rand with an M. Okay, that's question 10. Right, now we're over to you, Winston. What are you going to be playing for us? Singing for us, rather.
Jethro Tull, a song called Locomotive Breath.
Oh, yeah. Love it. Yeah.
Yo, man. Yes, I haven't done this in years, but all right, here we go. Yo. Oh, I love this.
Oh, I love this song.
Oh, yeah.
Hear the shuffle in my ears of the locomotive breath. Love's an old-time loser in long street to his death. And he feels the pinch and the scrape. He's breaking over his mouth. All the time he's going to handle. And the train won't stop going so fast. He sees the children jumping on at the stations one by one. He's woman and his best friend, and they're in bed having fun. Now he's rolling down the corridors on his hands and on his knees. All the time he's going to handle, and the train it won't stop or the won't slow down. He hears the silence howling, catch the stages as they fall, and the old-time winner has got a find how to face our videos flying. He overcomes at the first page. Oh, I think God's gonna handle, and the train won't stop going away so down. No way 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 so down. Here you go!
Whoa! Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Now, just addressing the side chat here. Kurt says, "Hi Scott, how is your dog doing? Haven't heard him barking in the background for a while." Kurt, when I left, when I moved to my new house in November, the fellow I was staying with back at the old house, it was actually his dog, so it didn't come over with me. So I don't have the dog anymore, which is a shame. I love bonsai, but it is what it is. That's life. Okay, now, Marlena, I've got a bone to pick with you. You keep on saying Winston has got to play opera. He's just got to play opera. And now she's asking you to play Riders on the Storm, please. And this is from someone who says that Winston just needs to sing opera. Anyway. All right. Now, I have another
It's Jim Morrison.
request for you, I think, Quentin. I'm just trying. Yeah, we got that train now, Weltefriede. Have we done that one yet, Quentin?
That's about to happen now.
Okay, fantastic. Well, before you go, let's just answer that question number 10 in trivia. How much money was stolen in the Eastern Cape by the ANC between 2011 and 2017, according to the South African National Treasury? And of course the answer is number 2, 1.6 billion rand. That's just in the Eastern Cape. Not bad if you can get away with it. Number 11. Which province is facing an epidemic with the coronavirus? 1. Gauteng. 2. The Eastern Cape. Or 3. The Western Cape. Okay. Over to you, Quentin. Let's. What are we going to be hearing?
The request was for the train of Weltefriede. I really don't know that well, but I'll attempt to play that for you.
Okay, fantastic. Fabulous. Now, we've got another request for you, Quentin. I'll just give it to you now. It's from Antoinette, and she says, Macy van Avignon.
Okay.
Okay,
Right.
so that'll be your next, or that's one that you can put into your schedule.
Okay.
And request for Winston from Mark. Here's another one, Winston. Hotel California.
Ooh, Eagles.
Oh.
Mm.
Yes.
Okay, now which province is facing an epidemic with the coronavirus? It is, of course, number 3, the Western Cape. Question number 12. Who is the channel's resident priest? I don't see him here tonight, so this is going to be tricky for people who don't know. Number 1, George Clooney. Number 2, Dan Berryman. Number 3, John Smith. I'll just repeat those. Who is the channel's resident priest? 1, George Clooney. Number 2, Dan Berryman. Number 3, John Smith. Right, over to you.
Right. I'm gonna do this song because it was also one of my dad's favorite songs. When he was also still alive, he said that this song, usually they used to sing this quite often because he was also in the army and all those nice things. So I'm gonna sing this song. It goes all something like this. Tom Jones. The old hometown looks the same.
Oh, I love this.
Step down from the train. There's a maybe, here's my mama Down the road I look, and there runs Mary. Hair of golden lips like cherries. It's good to touch the green, green grass of home. Yes, they love come to meet me, arms reaching, smiling sweetly. It's good to touch the green, green grass of home. The old house is still standing, the ladies cracking light. There's that old tree that I used to play on. Down the lane I walk with my sweet Mary. Hair of golden lips like cherries. It's good to touch the green, green grass of home. Then I'll wait. I'll look around me. I'll explore your holes still surround me. And I realized I was only dreaming. But there's a God, and there's that sad old father. All in all, we'll walk at daybreak and get on touch. Green, green grass of home. Yes, the Lord come to see me in the shade of an old tree as they lay beneath the green, green grass of home.
Woo-woo. And that song was specially for Ron. Right.
Yes, for Ron.
Yeah. Now, beautifully sung, Winston. People are singing your praises.
Oh, fantastic. Thank you.
Hetty says, laat my ver terugdink, Winston. Okay, who is the channel's resident priest? And for the lady who said 1, George Clooney, you wish. It was, of course, Dan Berryman. Number 2, who's a lovely man. I love Dan Berryman to bits. Okay, question number 13 in the trivia series. Which farming community did the ANC exclude from getting financial handouts this week? 1. Small subsistence farmers with less than 1 million rand in sales. None. 2 is none, sorry. And 3 is large commercial farmers. I'll just repeat that question. 13. Which farming community did the ANC exclude from getting financial handouts this week? Was it 1. Small subsistence farmers with less than 1 million rand in sales? Was it 2. None? Or was it 3. Large commercial farmers? Okay, so that's the question. Now, Quinton, over to you.
Okay, so Antoinette requested the signature tune for a TV series back in the, I think it was the 80s, Macy van Avignon. So
Okay.
I'll gladly play this for you, Antoinette. Enjoy.
Fabulous. Lovely. Absolutely beautiful. Everybody loves it. They say, wow, what a lovely but sad song.
It
Now-
is. Thank you so much.
Ray Fester has said, Mel, you changed tires. Will you marry me? Now, it's amazing what they talk about in the side chat, guys. I mean, they talk about just about anything. I can't get over some of this shit, really. And Erica says, at Mel F, I was taught to be independent and glad now that I'm on my own. And I mean, the stuff that goes on in here, it's like just something else. Okay, now let's get back to the trivia. Question number 13 was, which farming community did the ANC exclude from getting financial handouts this week? And the right answer was number 3, a large commercial, and we could put in brackets, white farmers, which are basically the ones who provide food security. But the L factor missing in action again with the good old ANC. Question number 14. Which portfolio committee held a disastrous public Zoom meeting this week? Was it 1, the Portfolio Committee for Health? Was it 2, the Portfolio Committee for Sports, Arts and Culture? Or 3, was it the Portfolio Committee for Communications? There you go, guys. Now, Gerard says, Scott, there are spanners and we need them. Yeah, we love our spanners. Mel got a marriage proposal. When did this happen? Wait, hang on. Mel's just got a marriage proposal, Erica? What's going on here? Because I think this is a dating site sometimes, because quite a few people have met here on the side chat, and I mean, I go no further than Glenn and Sanette, who are now, they're engaged, and they both live in Victoria or northern. So let me get this right, because Glenn will clobber me if I get it wrong. Southern New South Wales, on his farm. But they met through this live stream, one of the live streams on this channel, and quite a few couples have. I think Michaela met her partner here on the live stream as well. So tell me more about this marriage proposal, Erica. This is extraordinary. Everyone's saying, ha ha ha, come on, let me into the secret. and LF says, say, Tails is pup Mel. All right. So we've asked the question for this round, which just because we got a bit of confusion. I don't know, people are right onto this. That's cool. So, Winston, what are we going to be hearing next?
Sir. Okay, well, it's a choice between Queen, Bohemian Rhapsody, or Hotel California, the Eagles. Bohemian Rhapsody, of course, was called the song of the century. So
let's do that one.
Let me do Bohemian Rhapsody.
Yeah, that sounds great.
That's really like a good idea. I've got Jim Morrison also coming up as well from the Doors. That was also a request. But let me do this one first. Bohemian Rhapsody, of course, song of the century.
Before you do, I just want to put on record that Erica says it was a joke, Scott. So someone didn't propose to Mel on the side chat. And she says Mel ran and left the room. Come back, Mel's back. She says, ooh, Mutek die Pompring. They're still talking about the tire. Sorry, mate, back to you.
All good. Of course, Freddie Mercury. Bohemian Rhapsody.
Is this the real life? Is this just fantasy? Caught in a landslide, no escape from reality. Open your eyes, look up to the skies and see.
'cause I'm easy come, easy go, little high, little low. Anywhere the wind blows, doesn't really matter to me, to me. Mama, I just killed a man, put a gun against his head, pull my trigger, nice head. Mama, life is just begun, but I'm not gonna throw it all away. Mama, didn't mean to make you cry. If I'm not back again, this time tomorrow, carry on, as if nothing really matters. It's too late, my time has come. Send shivers down my spine, my body's aching all the time. Goodbye, everybody, I've got to go. I gotta live here and face the truth. Say, Mama, and I don't want to die. Sometimes we stand and be by.
Go, Winston!
I ain't see a little silhouette of a man. Scaramouche, where you do the fine time go? Son of a lady, baby, right into me. Let me go. Oh, boy, nobody loves me. He's just a poor boy from a poor family, sparing his life from this monstrosity. Easy go, will you let me go? No, we will not let you go. Let him go. We will not let you go. Let him go. We will not let you go. Let me go. Let me go. Let me go. Mamma mia, mamma mia, mamma mia, let me go. The air's alone, and the devil lies there for me, for me, for me. Do you think you can stop me and spin my eye? Do you think you can love me and leave me die? Oh, baby, you can do this to me, baby. I just tell you right, I just tell you right out here. Nothing really matters that anyone can see. Nothing really matters. Nothing really matters to me.
Beautiful, 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 beautiful. Wow. Well, I tell you what, Charlotte Smith says, wow, wow, wow. I say, con het yo, Noah, steve frikkie, no, drukkie, gegee, Winston.
What is the difference between a stave frikkie and a stave drukkie? A stave frikkie is a good brandy, and a stave drukkie, yes, yeah.
It's supposed to be drukkie. And then she says, nog a hug for Winston. But I have to just warn you, Charlotte, that Winston is taken. He's very married and he's got a couple of little kids. Okay. Now, what are we talking? You got a couple of more requests here. Let's have a look at those. Okay. Rika Grayling has asked, please ask Quentin to play Memory. And George Goddard has asked, Winston, Elvis UB40, can't help falling in love with you. So if you can think about those two, that's George Goddard. Okay, let's get back to the trivia. 14. Which portfolio committee held a disastrous public Zoom meeting this week? Well, the answer was number 2, Portfolio Committee for Sports, Arts and Culture. And what happened was someone had their sound on and all you could hear after about 5 minutes was this and it was all live. There was someone trying to talk and you couldn't hear a thing. It was on the parliamentary side. Question number 15. What is a new form of transport for hospital patients in the Eastern Cape? And I know that Winston will love this one because he's done a video on this and it's a classic. Okay. The questions are, or the answers are 1. Okay, I'll just repeat the question. What is the new form of transport for hospital patients in the Eastern Cape? 1 is walking. Number 2 is a motorbike. Number 3 is using a hang glider. And they might as well be.
Well, Scott, in about 2 months, we're going to be walking.
Okay. Quentin, over to you. What are we going to be hearing from you?
Rika, I think it was Rika requested Memory from Cats, if I'm not mistaken.
Rika. Rika asked for Memory, yes. Yes.
So here it comes.
Fantastic. Beautiful.
Thank you. Thank you.
Now, I have another request here. And it is, Israel Awake says, can Quinton please play Sleepy Shores?
All right.
Yes.
Fabulous. Okay, now let's get back to the trivia. Number 15. What is the new form of transport for hospital patients in the Eastern Cape? And of course the answer is these ridiculous motorbikes. Can you believe being transported around the place and on the side cart on a motorbike when you're a hospital patient or you're critically ill? Just ridiculous. But anyway, it's South Africa.
In the Eastern Cape. In the Eastern Cape.
You tell us about it, Quinton. You're an expert on these motorbikes.
You mean Winston?
I mean Winston. Sorry, Winston.
Scotty, you have to look at the weather of Eastern Cape and then the roads also. Eastern Cape has got some of the most dangerous roads with the animals and stuff on the roads and the conditions of the roads. And there it rains for sometimes 3 weeks at end, rain and wind. No, man, you're going to get double pneumonia, man. No.
Well, I've got a little twist in the tail with these little motorbike new ambulances. And that is question number 16. How much did the ANC government pay for the motorbikes transporting patients that can be bought for just 17,000 Rand through the internet? 1. 10,000 Rand. 2. 25,000 Rand. 3. 100,000 Rand. Okay, I'll repeat that. How much did the ANC government pay for the motorbikes transporting patients that can be bought for just 17,000 Rand? That's 17,000 Rand on the internet. Was it 1, 10,000 Rand because they bought in bulk? Was it 2, 25,000 Rand, which would have been a bit expensive? Or was it 3, 100,000 Rand a unit, which would have been outrageous? Anyway, let's see what people say. It's over to you, Winston. What are you going to sing for us?
I'm feeling in the mood for a bit of a nice love song. I'll get to The Doors, Riders of the Storm, and of course Hotel California.
Yeah.
I'll get to those ones in a bit. But while we're on this nice subtle mode, I think I'm going to do UB40. It's Can't Help Falling in Love.
Fabulous.
Wise men say only fools rush in, but I can't help falling in love with you. Wise men say only fools rush in, but I can't help falling in love with you. Shall I stay? Would it be a sin if I can't help falling in love with you? As the river goes gently to the sea, down in the so it goes. Some things are meant to be. Take my hand, take my whole life too. If I came there, falling in love with you. As the river flows gently to the sea, darling, so it goes. Some things are meant to be. Take my hand, take my whole life too. If I came there, falling in love with you, I came here, falling in love with you. I came here, falling in love with you. One more time. I came here, falling in love with you.
Whoa! Beautiful, 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 beautiful. Wow. Now, no excuse said. The driver of the motorcycle, will he also be a doctor or only a driver? Will he be skilled in lifting a critically injured person, for instance? I don't think there's any logic involved in that decision at all. But let's face it, it probably will be the highway to hell if you land up in one of those things.
Definitely.
Right. Now, question number 16 was, how much did the ANC government pay for the motorbikes transporting patients that can be bought for just 17,000? That's 17,000 Rand on the internet. Well, guess what? Through a black economic empowerment shelf company, through one of the ANC cadres who was in on the deal, per unit. And I think how many units were there, Winston?
100.
Okay. They paid. They bought 100 of them. Okay. They paid 100,000 Rand each when you could buy them through the internet for just 17,000 Rand. Think about that. 83,000 Rand profit for 100 units. That's 8.3 million Rand profit when he did nothing. He just had a BEE shelf company. That's what's going on behind the scenes with the ANC. This is why you see these videos of these guys with their Porsches and their Lamborghinis and stuff like that, because they've just taken this big paycheck, they pay no tax, and they just go out and they buy fancy cars. That's the status symbol. Anyway, I've had a bit of a beef here. What are your thoughts on all this, Winston?
You know, Scott, to me it's disgusting because every day I see people walking around in the streets that are hungry. Kids, children, black, white, Indian, colored, children that are going hungry, children that are cold in the winter. And these ANCs, they just don't feel nothing. It angers me. I'm so angry at this ANC, so frustrated because I see people suffering and they see who can get the most and buy the most expensive cars. No, they irritate me.
Yeah. We call it gatval.
That's it. Exactly.
Okay, question number 17. Who is planning a big event in October this year? Is it 1, Black Monday? Is it 2, Solidarity? Or is it 3, Saitlanders? I'll just repeat that. Number 17. Who is planning a big event in October this year? 1, Black Monday. 2, Solidarity. Or 3, Saitlanders. Please put your answers in the side chat. Now, Quinton, over to you. What have we got coming up next?
Well, I figured since we're in the mode of marriage proposals and so on and so forth, I would I would sing a song that was written by, I think, a guy called Perry Como many years ago, and this song has been recorded by many artists. This one's called "And I Love You So." So
I love that song.
And I love you so. People ask me how I tell them. I tell them I don't know. I guess they understand how lonely life has been. But life began again the day you took my hand. Yes, I know how lonely life must be. The shadows follow me, the night won't set me free. I won't let the evening and you love me too. Your thoughts are just for me. You set my spirit free. I'm happy that you do. The book of life is brief. Once a page is read, all but light is there, and that is why. Yes, I know how lonely the shadows follow me, the night won't set me free. I won't let the evening know that you're alone. And I love you so. The people ask me how I've left to tell them. I tell them I don't know.
Beautiful.
Thank you. Thank you.
Ah, we have another request. Ron Stone, his request for Winston. Ave Maria.
Ooh.
Getting back to the trivia. Who is planning a big event in October? Well, the answer is number 1, Black Monday, and I think most of you got it right. Question number 18. Now, I've got a beef to pick with people in the side chat. You guys blew my cover on this one, okay? You've been talking about it all the way through. That is, question number 18 in the trivia is, what is the excitement all about off the coast of KwaZulu-Natal at the moment? Is it 1, Chinese trawlers? Is it number 2, sardines? Or is it number 3, the warm sea? So thanks guys for kind of giving that one away, okay? Michelle Mullidas, please can someone play Once, Twice, Three Times a Lady? My dad used to sing it to my mum. Do either of you guys know that one?
Not really, no.
Winston?
No, I'm not too familiar with that song. Not too familiar with it.
Okay. Sorry, Michelle. I think we're going to have to miss that one. We tried another night. Okay. Winston, over to you. What are we going to be hearing?
The Eagles.
Ah, Hotel California.
Hotel California.
Oh, love
Here we
it.
go.
My head too heavy and my psychotic. Let's stop for the night. There's a spirit calling. She heard me sing down. I was thinking to myself, could be heaven or this could be hell. And then she lit up the candle and she showed me the way. But they were walking down in the corridor. I thought I heard them say, welcome to the Hotel California. Oh, such a lovely place. Such a lovely place. But anyone at the Hotel California, any time of year, you can find here. The mindset makes me strange. She's got a Mercedes Benz. She's got a pretty voice. And she calls friends. How they dance in the courtyard. Sweet summer fair. But some dance to remember. Some dance to forget. So I called the captain. Please bring me my wine. She said, we have a night that's been here since 1969. And still there's much to come from my way. To wake you up in the middle of the night, just to get down, say, welcome to the Hotel California. Oh, such a lovely place. Such a lovely place. Living up at the Hotel California. Oh, what a nice place. Where you have a pie. Mirrors going to the pink champagne all night. And she said, we're all just prisoners here of our own device. In these master's chambers, they count their father's feet. Oh, they stop me with this stealing. That's why they just can't kill the beast. Last thing we remember, I was running from the top. But I had to find the passage back to the place I was before. Let's take the night, man. We are plunging into the sea. You can check out any time you like, but you can never leave. Leo, Hotel California.
Beautiful. Now, an interesting comment. Israel Awake says this song is about the release of the Satanic Bible in 1969 by Anton LaFey. You can check in but can't leave. And he says that is why I hate this song. It's interesting because South Africa is actually just authorized its first satanic church. It's quite extraordinary. I mean, I'm pretty sure there's not one in Australia, that's for sure. But anyway, I find that absolutely disgusting. Okay. Question number 18 in trivia was, what is the excitement all about off the coast of KwaZulu-Natal at the moment? And yeah, you guys, you all got it right, I think. Yeah. I got to say, Winston, everybody loves your moves when you're performing. And the right answer is number 2. It's sardines. Okay, we got 2 questions to go, guys. That means we're coming near to the end of the jamming session. We've been going for just about 2 hours now. Question number 19. What is the name of the protest group making waves around the world? Is it 1, All Lives Matter? Is it 2, Antifa? Or is it 3, Black Lives Matter? So there's your question number 19. Now, over to you, Quentin. What are we going to hear next?
I've got something different now.
Before you do, sorry, I just want to say, Hendo asked, does anyone know a Lionel Richie song?
I can play on the piano, if you like. Say
yeah, well,
me, say me.
How about you do that? Do us a Lionel Richie song in a moment.
Okay, let's do the Lionel Richie one now, shall we?
Okay. Yeah, that's cool.
I'll play You Say Me. It's a lovely song.
Okay, Hendo, this is for you, buddy. Beautiful song, beautifully played. Thank you so much, Quentin. That was lovely. And everybody's saying, Hendo says, fantastic, beautiful song.
Thank
Now,
you.
I just want, while we're just getting close to closing, I want everybody who's watching tonight to please pray for Fiona. She hasn't been a well lady. She's a very special member of our community, and she's one of our channel heroes. She's very, very sick at the moment. She hasn't been well for a few weeks now, and I think everybody knows that, and she's an absolute soldier. She's just absolutely amazing. And I also have a question. Where is Marlena? I haven't seen Marlena in the side chat for a while. Are you still here, Marlena? Anyway, let's continue with question number 19. What is the name of the protest group making waves around the world? And of course the answer is number 3, Black Lives Matter. And now we get to the final question. Question number 20. Who can sit in the South African Parliament now? What changes were made? Is it 1, independence? Is it 2, Sangomas? Or is it 3, Ramaphosa's daughters? So there your answers. Question 20, who can sit in the South African Parliament today? Or no, let me just get that right. Who can actually be voted for to sit in the South African Parliament today? Is it 1, independence? Is it 2, Sangomas? Or is it 3, Ramaphosa's daughters? So that's the final question, guys, number 20. Now, I'm going to pass over to Winston. What are you going to be playing for us, Winston?
Okay, so I got requested opera song. Unfortunately, I do not know Ave Maria. Or
how about playing us another one?
Yes. I sort of know Ave Maria, but I don't have a nice backtrack for it, so I won't attempt it because it's a heavy song. So let me do something of a different kind, but also still very nice. I love the song. It's a strong song. It's a very nice song. I sing it quite often for you, Scott. It's called Nessuno Dorma.
Ah, oh, love it.
Here we go. Nessun dorma, paria principessa, l'altra via stanza, caine stelle, metà l'amore, Speranza, chiamare vincerò. Vincerò,
Beautiful! Wow! Absolutely stunning. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Okay, now, everybody on the side chat, Winston, we've got one song each for both of you guys, but everybody on the side chat is saying, we want you to sing Hallelujah. Okay, so that's your closing song. Okay, otherwise I'm
Megan
gonna
agrees.
have people knocking at my door and beating me up. Okay, so please, Hallelujah. That's the song. Okay. Now, Quentin, over to you. What's going to be your last song for the night?
Well, I'll take us back to Trains. That was a
Okay.
song that was written, I think it was the Seekers who recorded this song in the 60s. And this song is called Morning Town. And I believe, well, for me personally, this song, when Richard, my son, was a very, very tiny baby and he couldn't sleep at night, I would say, rock him to sleep and sing this to him. So, and this is also for me a song of hope and of, somewhere there is daylight. So I'd like to conclude with the song.
Yeah.
Let me just find the right track.
Yeah. While you're doing that, I just want to say the final question on the trivia was independence, number one. Who can now sit in the South African Parliament? And while Quentin is playing his final song, if those who got 20 out of 20, if they can just say 1, and those who got 19 out of 20, if they can say 2, and those who got 18 out of 20, if they can say 3 in the side chat. All right. Sorry, back to you, Quentin.
Okay, so here is the Seekers' Morning Town, and this is my swan song for this evening.
Fantastic.
Train whistle blowing makes a sleepy noise. Underneath their blankets go all the girls and boys. Rock and roll and riding out along the bay. Oh, bound for Morning Town, many miles away. Drive on at the engine, fire and rings the bell. Sandman swings the lantern to show that all is well. Rock and roll and riding out along the bay. Oh, bound for Morning Town, many miles away. Raining, it is raining, where our train will ride. All the little travelers are warm and sad inside. Rock and roll and riding out along the bay. All bound for Morning Town, many miles away. Somewhere there is sunshine, somewhere there is day, somewhere there is Morning Town, many miles away. Rock and roll and riding out along the bay. All bound for Morning Town, many miles away. nothing more than light. Out along the bay, all bound for morning town, many miles away.
Oh, fabulous. Thank you so much. That was great, Quentin. Thank you. Absolutely beautiful. Greg Adams has written here in the side chat, love to my Afrikaans and English-speaking brothers and sisters. I need to go down to New Orleans and smash out a few windows and pull down a few statues. You all have a great weekend. Well, we know what's happening. All right, now I only saw one person with a 1 there, guys. Only one. That's disappointing. We normally get 3 or 4. And that was Johnny Pingo. But we got a lot of 2s and a lot of 3s. People who got 19 out of 20 and people who got 18 out of 20. Oh, you're back here, sweetie. I thought you'd disappeared. I haven't seen Marlene around for a while. Okay, now, Winston, over to you. What's the final song for tonight?
So, you got lightly threatened with your life that I have to sing Hallelujah.
Oh, yeah, that's right. You got to sing Hallelujah. Absolutely.
So, I will end the night off with a lovely song called Hallelujah. This is the Alexander Burke version.
I heard there was a secret chord they played and it pleased the Lord, but you don't really care for the music, do ya? It goes like this: the fourth, the fifth, minor fall and a major lift, baffled key, composing hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. Your faith was strong, but you needed proof. You saw her bathing on the roof, her beauty in the moonlight Hallelujah. So she tied you to a kitchen tap. She broke your thorn and she cut your hair. Then from your lips she threw hallelujah. 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 Well, maybe there's a God above, but all you ever learned from love was how to shoot somebody, put up to you. But it's not the crime to unite, and it's not so much but it's a lie. It's a cold and it's a broken hallelujah. 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 Hallelujah.
Fabulous. Fabulous. Absolutely beautiful. I think Ray first has summed it up when he says this has been a beautiful evening. And yeah, look, I have to just put a huge thank out to Marlena. My gosh, does she do the hard yards. I'm just going to tell you guys what we got lined up for you next week, okay? Sunday, that's tomorrow night, 21st of June. Chris Wyatt, he's the fellow in America who's a retired colonel, who is a very interesting man. We're going to be talking tomorrow night. Monday, 22nd of June, I'm going to be talking to Dr. Suzanne Vosloo, who actually worked with Dr. Chris Barnard back in the 1990s, and you know, she's a cardiologist and does heart operations and things like that. Very, very interesting. That's happening on Monday the 22nd, and we're going to be talking about the current coronavirus situation as part of that discussion. Tuesday the 23rd of June, I'm talking to Justice Killian about Agenda 21 and Agenda 2030 and the ramifications of that. So that's going to be really interesting. Wednesday the 24th of June, I'm going to be talking to Brendy Wells, and believe me, she is the victim in this terrible thing that's happened with this Georgia stuff. And what we'll be doing is just putting the record straight, because I fully support the project that she's involved with. But clearly the person she had involved originally was not a good choice. Okay, and Thursday the 25th of June, we're talking to Dr. Tio Diaga, who is the chairman of SAAI organization and is involved with Marula Media. And then on Friday the 26th of June, I'm going to be actually on Chris Wyatt's channel. We're going to have a bit of a chat. And then Saturday we're looking at another jamming session, but that's a bit far ahead to actually get the details. So pretty well every night this week, guys, we have a live stream lined up for you. So just be aware of that. Every night at 8 p.m. Different people, different subjects, a lot of fun. And Marlena, you do a fantastic job. Marlena's, by the way, one of our channel heroes. She does a huge amount of work for the channel. All right, now let's move back to our singers who've performed for us tonight. First of all, Quentin, thank you so much for being with us tonight, and holding the stage at 8 when Winston went missing in action for half an hour. Is there something you'd like to say to all your fans watching right now, Quentin?
I would just like to say thank you for having me again. It's been a pleasure, and thank you for sharing the stage with me, Winston. It's wonderful to hear you perform, and thank you to everybody at Loving Life. May this channel, as I said previously, go from great strength to great strength.
You're very welcome. I've got a great team behind me here. Now, over to you, Winston.
Scott, I would just like to say thank you to you, Scott. From the first time I reached out to you, you actually made me feel so welcome in the channel. And, it's not every day you get that you meet someone along the line that just say, Woody, come in, come join us, let us sort you. And you know what? The Loving Life family and you, Scott, made me feel so welcome. So I am so grateful for everyone from Loving Life and all my VIPs as well, my supporters. I want to say thank you guys so very much. And you guys must have a pleasant evening and a good week and a happy Father's Day.
Thank you very much, Winston. I have to tell you, I care very much for obviously my subscribers and people who follow this channel, but I care very much for South Africa. And I'm very concerned about several things, and if I see something that doesn't look right, and I know it's not right, as you guys know, I will always be outspoken, but I always do it with the right motives in mind, and that's where I come from. Okay, and of course, with like your situation, I mean, the first time I met you and you came onto email and we chatted, I thought this guy's got something really special, and I was right. I was right. I mean, my Loving Life theme song, who wrote it? Man, we're looking at it. And it's beautiful. I love it. Absolutely love it.
Thank you.
All right. Now, getting to our moderators and to those who are watching the live stream, thanks, guys, for being part of our evening. It's been a lovely, relaxing jamming session, and I think we need to have those sort of moments because things in South Africa are not too hot. And to the moderators, thanks, guys. As always, you do a fantastic job. As I said earlier, please, guys, pray for Fiona. She's always here if she's feeling well, so she's been missing in action for a couple of days, so she's obviously not too good. So hold her in your prayers. Don't forget, tomorrow morning when you wake up, there will be the latest Sunday service from Don Berriman waiting for you in the Loving Life 2020 channel. So to just access that, just simply go to the main home page and you'll see the Sunday service there waiting for you. And that runs for over 40 minutes. Yeah, it's a great message that Ron's got. All right, and for everybody watching, thanks, guys, for being part of our show tonight. And for those who watch later, I hope you enjoy this later on. Please take care. I'm going to log out now, but before I do, is there any final words you would like to say, starting with you, Winston?
Quentin, very inspired, donkey. And you know what? It's great to meet people with such talent. You know, to get songs off the bat. You are awesome. Yeah, Star. I like it very much. Thank you so very much.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you, Vincent.
Quentin, is there something you'd like to just say in closing?
I think we should all stay strong and we should stay faithful. We know where our roots lie, and even though it's hard in South Africa right now, there's someone who is bigger than all this crap that we're facing. So I just think we should refocus ourselves and draw strength from where we know we get it from. It's important that we don't lose hope and faith in this time.
Yeah, well said. Well said. All right, guys, I'm going to shut down the live stream now. Please take care. And don't forget, tomorrow night we have Chris Wyatt on. And we're going to be talking about a lot of really interesting and topical stuff. Good night, and hope to see you tomorrow night. Cheers, guys.
Cheers.